Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Pam and this is Made by Pam. And today I am just going to go over what I have been working on. And you know what? I lied. I can't not buy fabric. My daughter wanted to go to the local Goodwill and it was on Monday, and that's when they do their dollar tags. So they take what was half price the previous week and make them $1. And so we went and found a couple items at the Goodwill. Now, I didn't buy any fabric though at the Goodwill, but I did buy sheets to use like fabric because sheets make excellent pieces of fabric, especially when you're using them for patterns that are fabric hogs. Okay, but so we also went to another thrift shop that we like to go to, and that was right next to the Goodwill. We have like 3 stores right next, like right by each other. And I went in and I saw a couple pieces of fabric and I'm like, oh, I really like these. But I got them 2 pieces of fabric and they were a really good deal. And they're a little odd and eccentric, I think, but that's what makes them so great. So, and of course, I have them on the bottom of my pile because they're the ones that I got first. Okay. This I have 3 yards, I think. I think it was 3 yards, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Yes, it was 3 yards. Let me look. But I actually wrote that down because they actually had the tag. Okay. Yes, it was 3 yards of fabric. And this reminds you of the surf screen, like the surfing scene that has those. And it's you can really see a light through there. But it has those like wood panel, like Volkswagen bugs. It's really cool. And it has a little surfboard sticking out the back and the little beach scene, which is really cool. Very eccentric, but I really liked it. Go figure. And then there was another fabric that is this one, and it has a little umbrellas. But not only is it that, but it's a border print. And I thought that would be pretty nice. And it's like a green and white checkered. Or maybe it's not white, maybe it's ivory. I don't know. I just know it's pretty. It has that border print, and then on the bottom, it has more of that. And so it's a directional fabric there. And it has all those. And there is 5 1/4 yards of this. And I go, and if I look at the fabrics and I see ones that are really nice, I like to get them. I did go to the thrift shop today and I did not buy any fabric. I didn't see any that I absolutely had to have. So that's good. I just found some IKEA hangers, 7 of them for $5, which IKEA hangers are normally $1 each. And their hangers have the little hooks like for pants and stuff. And I'm going to use those on my sheets, my fabric sheets that I hang up to try to organize things a little bit better because they're so big and bulky. So the other one I went to, it had, 4 pieces of fabric that I picked up. So not too bad. I could have gotten more, but I was being very selective in what I got. And so, first one is this striped. It's kind of like a gray, white striped. It's really pretty. And it doesn't have hardly any stretch at all. No, I guess it has a little bit, a little bit that way. Very, very little. But this way, none at all. But it's really pretty. And there is 2 yards of this, so there's not a whole bunch, but it's very wide. And then I also got this one. And this is like a green fabric, and it was originally from Hancock Fabrics. But of course, Hancock is no longer around. Go figure. And then, so there was 2 yards of this one. Then I have this plaid fabric. And I think there was only 2 yards of this also. 2 or 3 yards. Maybe there was 3 yards of this one for the cost. But which wasn't bad. And of course, I saw this and thought of my son. This is a green fabric. It's like it has a little bit of stretch. And they might call this a sweater. I don't know. It's really pretty. I really like it. And you can see the light through there. Did you see that? But I think it's gorgeous. I was thinking that I got this for him and I can use this to make a teddy bear for him because he wants me to make him a toy. Because I have been making all the other kids a toy. Like my 6-year-old, he wanted a Teletubby. Well, he drew the eyes and I just used the thread to go over his drawings. And he drew the little nose and I just used thread to go over the drawing. And then he drew that little mouth and I used the thread to go over the drawing. And so he wanted kind of like what a Teletubby, if you remember what Teletubbies are. It was a popular children's show back in the 90s. Was it the 90s? Or was it the early 2000s? I don't know. But so what I've done is I've attached a sun because he wanted a picture of a sun in there. And, I thought the red, like permanent bond stuff. Let me show you. This kind of stuff. It's a no-sew heat and bond ultra hold. I thought it would work better, but it's not working as well as I was expecting it to. Or maybe because it was a package that was previously opened and I got it for less than $1 for the package. But it's not holding as well as I would have liked it to. Because it's definitely not holding on this. And so I probably should have sewed it on after I bonded it on. But I put the little vinyl screen there, so if he wants, he can take a picture. Like I have a little card there. He could take it and stick it in the little pocket. And it's just a fun little thing that I did for him. And this was sticking up. It has some wires, like a pipe cleaner in it, because it was supposed to hold it up, so it stayed up. And he held it like this and twirled it around. Yeah. And I was going to fix it, but then he came back down and said, "Mom, I want the thread and the needle so I can knit this back together." It's like it's not knitting, Daniel. It's sewing, hand sewing. But here you go. Because he, believe it or not, He's 6 years old. He took a needle and thread and stitched up the little pieces that needed to be stitched up after stuffing them. And as hard as it was for me, because I watched him as he did it, and he would go in one end and then he would put the needle all the way down in here and then back and forth, and I was like just trying to be patient and not to interrupt and take over for him, because it kind of drove me crazy that it wasn't being done right. But I supported him and said, Daniel, you're doing such a wonderful job. That is so excellent. And so, yeah, he sewed that. And that's the second time he sewed them, because he sewed them before church. And then we got home. No, he sewed them Saturday night. And so when we got home Sunday afternoon, after a lot of the stitches had ripped out, he came down and sewed them back up again. So he did a pretty good job. And that's they call them a Teletubby, but they're really not. They're little dollies. And I'll show you the envelope of what those little dollies are actually supposed to be. It is Simplicity Pattern 2809. And this is the little dolly, and it's basically that one, but I did not put any hair on them. And instead of the fabric being all the same, I mix it up. So, yeah, that makes it fun. I am currently working on one, but see, let me show you my daughter's, my 4-year-old. She's a big fan of Frozen. And see, and she picked out the thread for the bottom. She wanted a pink mouth, and she's already gotten this thing dirty. She's only had it for a day. And she picked out the thread she wanted for the eyebrows. And I have made another one, like another version that was a green stripe one that I give him to my 9-year-old when he was 8. And he decided that he didn't like it because it looked too much like a Teletubby doll. And so he gave it to my 2-year-old, which was 1 at the time. But yeah. See, obviously you can tell much better stitching because I did this one. Daniel didn't. But he did a good job. But yeah, this is a little dolly that I've been working on. And then I also have another red one, just like Daniel's, but a little bit different, that I have done. And yet, the face looks a little odd. I know. I didn't do a very good job. Like, the mouth is crooked, and the eyebrows are kind of a little scawampus. And I got nice big beady eyes. My daughter doesn't like it, my 16-year-old. She's like, Mom, they're black, lifeless eyes. I don't like that. I'm like, too bad. I like it. So there. And so, but yeah, this is one of the ones that I made. And, of course, the head is a little scawampus because I didn't actually mark the lines on the top that you're supposed to mark to line it up. Thought I could just get it. Yeah. Not very good. Like this one, I lined up like it's supposed to. This one, no. So you can kind of see the difference there. And I also made another one, but I've already wrapped it. I've already put it in a box for Christmas. I made a M&M one with M&M fabric and then this kind of fabric for the arms and legs. And I did have the M&M fabric out, but I put it all away because I was trying to clean up because sometimes it gets a little hectic in here. But yeah, so that is what I've been up to. Also, I have been up to fixing a blanket that was my sister's long ago that I told her many years ago that I was going to fix. And I had it sitting in a bag, just kind of tucked away and forgotten. I went through stuff a while ago and found it. And I'm like, oh, I still need to fix that. And so I finally got it out and started working on it. Oh, and another cute thing I did with Elizabeth's Elsa doll Look at the feet. We've got Anna and we got Elsa. And so when it walks around, she's walking on their face. Not really, but I just think it's kind of cute because she sits down and you can see the faces. So I'm also making another one, obviously. It's a headless dolly right now. And a faceless because I don't have the face in yet. I haven't sewn it in yet. But when it starts coming together, I set it up and I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. I love it. But yeah, so see, I have these little holes right here in the back for turning it and for stuffing the stuffing in, the innards. But yeah, and so this one is a little bit different than that one because the bottom of the feet, there's no faces. It's just the pattern from the fabric. And this fabric I got from Joann's Fabrics, my local Joann's. And I live in Utah, so yeah. But I got this in Joann's, and it's a corduroy fabric, if you can see that. See the little lines on it? Like a little corduroy fabric. And I'll show you the face that I've done. See, this is the face. And I kind of made it look like little candy cane eyebrows. Because I had this little candy cane thread, red and white thread. And I thought, I'm going to use that for the eyebrows. And I think it looks cute. And there's the mouth, which is a dark pink. If you can see that well enough. It's this one right here. This dark pink. But yeah, this is the face for this one that I still need to add on. And then I need to sew that together. And it's quite interesting how it sews together. After you get the face all sewn in, you turn this all back out. The reason why it's turned like this is because it has to be turned like this when you sew the arms on. Or I would have just left it kind of folded inside itself. But yeah, that is what I've been up to. Yep. I just thought I better show you and tell you how impossible it is for me to not buy fabric. I did not buy any patterns. So I think I can do the pattern fast. But I cannot not buy fabric. There is just no way. So that's just the way it is. Oh, I was going to show you one more thing. It was very, very cute that I found. And it was at the Goodwill. It is a little throw blanket. And it is a snowman blanket. And I bet you'll just think this. And I don't even know if you can actually see what it says. But it says, snowmen fall from heaven, one flake at a time. And it is just this really cute, adorable blanket that I found. And guess what? It only costed me $1. $1. Because it was part of their dollar tag. And so I think that is great. So I guess that is everything. I really just need to get cracking and get these Christmas presents finished and stuff sewn up. And because Christmas is right around the corner. You believe that? Oh my goodness. And then New Year's is like 2 weeks away. Oh my goodness. Where has the time gone? But alright. Well, thanks for watching, and I appreciate my new subscribers, and I love comments and suggestions. So go ahead and leave me some if you'd like. And thank you so much. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit a thumbs up, like. Alright, well, have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye!